Patrol log, 23:47 hours, October 14th. Weather, light rain, low fog. Visibility under a quarter mile. Unit E9, Officer H. Mercer, Officer R. Lang. South route, County 47. Body cam active. Dash cam recording. The cruiser hums like a tired animal. Rain taps the windshield in slow patterns that sync with the wipers. Lungs chewing hum rhythmically. I can hear the wet rubber on asphalt, the low static of the police band. Same shift, different night. Nothing ever happens out here until it does. Dispatch crackles through, faint distortion in the signal. ECHO-9, copy disturbance report, 233, Long Hollow Road. Caller reports screaming near tree lean, unknown origin. Lang leans forward, squinting. That's near the old logging stretch, he says. I check the GPS. Coordinates match the far end of county jurisdiction, 15 minutes east. I respond, dispatch, Echo, 9 copies en route. It's routine, a noise complaint, maybe teenagers. Still, something about the line distortion sticks. Like the voice from dispatch isn't quite steady. We roll past the last of the streetlights into Black Country Road. Headlights hit the mist, and it looks like smoke hanging low over the ditch. Trees on both sides pressing close, bare and dripping. The forest out here swallows sound. Inside the cruiser, it's just the hum of the engine and the occasional cough on the radio. Lang scrolls through his phone, trying to find the call record. No number logged, he mutters. Private relay. Dispatch repeats the address again. Same monotone. ECHO-9, verify your 20. I confirm. Silence. Then a burst of feedback, so loud I flinch. Lang hits the volume down. Jesus. When the static clears, the display on the dash unit flickers. Channel digits blur. The clock resets, 23:47 again. Same minute. Lang notices too. Glitch in the repeater? I suggest, but I don't sound convinced. The GPS arrow stutters, then freezes halfway down the road. Everything electronic feels a second behind, like the cruiser's moving through a dead zone. We reach the turnoff, a dirt lane swallowed by trees, no lights ahead. The rain's heavier now, drumming on the hood. I call it in dispatch, ECHO-9 arriving at Long Hollow. No visual yet will update, only static. No acknowledgement. Lang tests his mic. Nothing. He cycles the radio. Dead. We're still getting carrier tone, but no voice. Could be the ridge blocking signal. He says, though we've run this road dozens of times and never lost contact before. We idle at the mouth of the lane. Mud churns under the tires. Beyond the headlights, the woods are a wall of gray and black. Something moves, quick, just inside the beam. A shape. Maybe an animal. Too low for a person, too fast for a deer. Lang leans forward, hand near his holster. You saw that? Yeah, I say. My pulse ticks faster. I kill the engine to listen. For a second, it's only rain and our breathing. Then faint, almost under the sound of the rain, a voice. Not words, just a tone. A scream? Or someone calling from far off? Hard to tell. Lang flicks on his flashlight, steps out. The beam cuts through mist, hits trees slick with water. Hello, he calls. The sound dies fast, muffled by fog. I follow, radio clipped to my shoulder, still hissing faintly. We sweep the ditch line, moving slow. Boots sink in mud. The air feels heavy, wrong? My light catches what looks like drag marks, twin grooves leading into the brush. No blood, no footprints, just disturbed soil. Uncautious. Could be animal tracks. I nod, though every instinct says otherwise. We hear it again, closer this time. A single shout, sharp and flat, echoing through the fog. The tone spikes in the radio like interference. Lang spins his light toward the sound, but there's only mist moving. We retreat to the cruiser to re-establish comms. Still dead air. I tap the mic again and again, trying to get a return ping. The screen flickers, then shows something that freezes me. Line 3, E9 acknowledged. Copy last transmission. But we hadn't transmitted anything. Lang leans in. Did you send? No, another line appears, slow like typing. Stay where you are. The text vanishes before I can grab the dash cam timestamp. Then the whole unit shuts off. Black screen, silent car. Outside, the woods hum. Not the wind, not rain. A low, almost electrical tone coming from nowhere and everywhere. Lang opens his door to check the power relay. I step out too, scanning the tree line. The fog shifts again, denser, swallowing our headlights until they're just two dull orbs. Dispatch, this is ECHO-9. I say into the dead radio, voice breaking. We've got system failure, request. Something answers, but not dispatch. It's a whisper under the static. A human breath. Then, distinctly, don't look. Lang freezes, meets my eyes. The sound dies. Everything is still. The cruiser lights flicker once more. The radio screen flashes. Signal lost. We stand there, drenched in the middle of the road, and somewhere beyond the fog, a branch snaps. Timestamp, 0:06 hours. Location, Long Hollow Road, East Perimeter. Weather worsening. Visibility near zero. Unit E9 on scene. Body cam feed active, intermittent interference. Dashcam reboot failed. Vehicle power cycling automatically. Notes, continuing investigation on foot. Lang moves ahead of me. Flashlight beams slicing through the fog like a blade through smoke. The dirt lane narrows into a clearing, an old equipment yard from when this area was still logging country. Rusted fuel drums, the shell of a trailer, piles of cut timber drowned in moss. The place looks abandoned for years. Only the wind moves. Except there is no wind. Just the slow hiss of rain on metal and the ticking of the cruiser cooling behind us. I mark our location manually on my notepad. The radio spits a weak burst of noise. A single tone, like the chime of a notification, then silence. Lang lifts his mic. Dispatch. This is ECHO-9, we're on location. Negative on visual contact. Repeat, negative. Static. But beneath it, almost blending with the rain, something else like faint voices buried in the channel, repeating our words half a second late. Lang looks at me. Playback, he whispers. I nod, though I know it isn't. We move deeper into the clearing. The mud pulls at our boots. There's a smell here. Iron, soil, something electrical. My flashlight flickers, as if reacting to a pulse. The beam catches the trailer. Its door is open just enough to see dark inside. Lang gestures. I cover. He pushes the door. The hinges creak wetly, a sound that crawls across my spine. Inside, the air is stale and colder than outside. One folding chair overturned, a broken radio on a crate, and on the wall, deep scratches, not letters, just frantic lines. My cam catches the pattern for a second before static floods the feed. I tap the housing, regain video. Lang kneels near the crate. Fresh, he says quietly. The wood where the radio sat isn't dusted like the rest. It's clean, used recently. I try the mic again. Dispatch. ECHO-9, do you copy? This time a voice answers. Flat wrong. My own voice. Replay back. ECHO-9, do you copy? Same inflection. Same breath. I stare at the radio, but it's dead. Lang's face goes pale. We back out slowly. The fog has thickened to the point where our lights can't find each other past 10 feet. My body cam shows pixel bleed, a rolling distortion line that moves upward like a heartbeat. The GPS unit on my belt pings once, showing coordinates that don't match any known grid, negative values scrolling fast before shutting off. Lang says he's hearing movement, left flank, near the timber stacks. We approach slow. My light sweeps across soaked bark, puddles rippling from our steps. Then something ripples back. The water near the base of the logs moves though nothing touches it. Concentric waves spreading outward, rhythmic. Lang crouches, hand on his weapon. Ground vibrating, he says. I feel it too, a low hum underfoot, like machinery deep underground. My earpiece crackles again. A voice, not dispatch. ECHO-9 respond. I answer automatically. ECHO-9, go ahead. You shouldn't be here. The voice is male, but layered, as if several speaking at once. Then silence. Lang looks at me. I see sweat mixing with rain on his temple. "Who was that?" he asks. I can't answer. My cam feed shows frame lag, audio desync. In the playback screen, later recovered. My own voice continues a full 5 seconds after my lips stop moving. We decide to return to the cruiser, regroup, and contact Central from a known zone. But when we turn back, the lane we came from isn't there. The trees are, but closer, denser, as if the forest shifted. The clearing no longer opens west. It closes. "We took a wrong turn," Lang says, half to himself. I check the compass on my wrist. The needle spins continuously. A sudden noise cuts through everything. A scream, metallic like a feedback loop twisted into a human tone. Both our flashlights cut out. Only the body cam infrared remains. Shapes move in the distance. Heat signatures, flickering, tall, and narrow, vanishing when focused on. Lang shouts, "Who's there?" and fires one warning shot into the dark. The muzzle flash illuminates the clearing. For half a second, something stands between the logs, pale and still, facing us. Then it's gone. My ears ring. The forest swallows the echo like it never happened. Lang runs toward the spot, ignoring my call. I follow, vision shaking from adrenaline. My radio suddenly bursts with chatter, dozens of overlapping transmissions. All our call sign, all repeating ECHO-9 respond. Every channel, every frequency. Then silence. I reach the logs. Lang's flashlight lies on the ground, beam upward, rain hissing on the lens. His radio still transmitting open channel. But no Lang. Just that low hum again coming from the ground. I shout his name. Nothing. I check the area, sweep with my light, my breath loud inside my mask. Body cam shows distortion spikes, like motion blur in real time. I find footprints, his leading 10 feet ahead, then stopping. No turn, no drag, no backtrack. Just gone. My pulse pounds so hard I can hear it in the mic. I try to dispatch again, screaming into the static, but the only response is my own voice delayed 3 seconds, whispering, "Don't look." The fog presses closer, thick as smoke. I can't see the cruiser lights anymore. I call his name again, softer this time. The ground hum rises, deeper, mechanical, vibrating through my boots. I stumble back, camera swinging. Last frame before the footage cuts shows the tree breathing, the fog pulling inward like a lung. Transmission log ends 0:27 hours. Unit E9 status, unknown. Time, 0:42 hours. Location, unknown. All GPS and timestamps unstable. Unit status, 1 officer missing, presumed separated in low visibility conditions. Body cam operational with intermittent loss of video feed. I am proceeding alone. The fog has swallowed everything. Even my own light feels weaker, as if the air eats it. The forest is silent except for the wet hiss of rain and a low tone somewhere behind my ears, like feedback trapped inside the skull. I call Lang's name every few steps. No answer. My radio still loops faint clicks, too regular to be static, too uneven to be mechanical. I turn down the volume and keep moving toward where the lane should be. Every few feet, I stop and listen. Sometimes I think I hear his boots on gravel, always 1 pace behind mine, but when I turn, there's nothing. The body cam catches movement my eyes miss. Frame glitches, silhouettes that blink between trees, tall, thin, reflective in the rain light. I tell myself it's compression artifacts. I keep talking to stay calm, narrating for the recorder. ECHO-9 continuing search. Officer Lang unresponsive. Environmental conditions worsening. My breath fogs the lens. The camera autofocuses on droplets instead of the path, giving each blink of rain an afterimage. Then something answers my voice, same tone, half-second delay. My own words fed back from the dark. ECHO-9 continuing search. The playback echoes again, fainter, as if buried underground. The forest feels wrong, distances stretched, shapes repeating. I passed the same fallen trunk twice, though I've been walking straight. My compass shows north, then east, then north again in the same step. My hands shake. I record anyway. I reach an incline. The ground dips into what looks like a dried creek bed filled with fog. I descend slowly. The hum underfoot fades, replaced by something softer, breathing, low and steady. Not mine. I freeze. Shine the beam. The fog parts just enough to show a shape kneeling by the waterline. Lang. At least, it looks like him. His vest reflective patches glint, his radio light still blinking red. Lang. I shout. No reaction. He's facing away, motionless. I approach carefully, keeping the light on him. Lang, it's Mercer. Talk to me. Nothing. The closer I get, the colder the air becomes. My breath clouds thick. I stop 5 feet away. His uniform is soaked black, the fabric twitching slightly, as if breathing on its own. His head tilts, slow, mechanical, not toward me, but toward the camera. Then the radio on his shoulder crackles to life. My voice again, distorted, whispering the last thing I said minutes ago. Lang, it's Mercer. Talk to me. The playback overlaps with real sound, 2 voices colliding in the rain. He turns. For one frame, his face reflects the beam. Not damaged, not bloody, just wrong. His eyes white, unfocused, mouth slightly open, as if mid-breath but held there. My camera glitches hard, white streaks tearing the feed. I stumble back, shouting. The sound from the radio grows louder, layers of my own speech replaying faster and faster until it's a continuous tone. Lang moves 1 step toward me. The movement doesn't look like a person walking. It's stuttering, each frame out of sync like he's skipping through time. I raise my weapon. Stop. Stay where you are. No response. His body shifts closer again, not walking, just appearing nearer. I fire 1 round. The sound cracks the forest, the muzzle flash burning through the fog. For a split second, the image freezes. Lang standing still, the bullet's vapor trail visible in the mist. Then the figure dissolves, folding into light. The round hits nothing. My radio cuts out completely. Silence. Just rain. I'm breathing too fast. The ground hums again, heavier, and the creek bed begins to ripple, though there's no water. The fog starts to rise, vertical, like smoke pulled upward. Inside it, faint lights, points spinning slowly. My cam tries to refocus, but fails. I can hear whispering now, hundreds of overlapping voices repeating fragments of our call sign. I drop to my knees, hands over my ears. The lights draw closer, resolving into shapes that pulse in sync with my heartbeat. I can't move. The sound is inside my chest now, vibrating through bone. Then, silence again, total. No rain, no forest, no air movement. Just a deep electric quiet. My radio display flickers once. A single message line appears, E9, acknowledged. Then, proceed. I whisper, proceed where? The answer comes not from the device, but from the fog itself. Forming words I feel more than hear. Forward. My feet move without command. I try to stop but can't. The light ahead opens into a faint corridor between the trees, too straight to be natural. The ground reflects pale like water, though it's solid. I step once, twice, and suddenly everything goes black. The next thing the body cam records is a close-up of my face, eyes open, unfocused, mud across my cheek. The timestamp skips from 0:51 to 2:19. I have no memory of the missing 90 minutes. The audio during that gap, later analyzed, contains no environmental sound, only a single low-frequency tone at 19 Hz, consistent with infrasonic resonance known to cause fear and disorientation. The file ends with me whispering, almost inaudibly, Lang? Followed by a faint answer, identical voice, same tone, same breath. Don't look. Department of County Police. Incident Review, File hashtag 2021-10-14E9. Compiled from bodycam data, dispatch logs, and recovered -unit memory fragments. Officer Henry Mercer and Officer Ryan Lang, assigned to night patrol. Last contact recorded 0:27 hours. Both officers missing. Cruiser found 5:42 hours by search unit Delta 2. Engine off, driver's side door open. Vehicle located approximately 0.8 miles south of designated route. Position inconsistent with terrain maps. Ground conditions: heavy moisture, no tire marks beyond entry point. Radio equipment unresponsive, power relays fused. Dash unit screen permanently displaying frozen line of text. E9 acknowledged. The first recovered file, Bodycam 01, Mercer, contains 3 hours and 19 minutes of corrupted footage. Audio recovered in fragments. Video begins with routine patrol commentary, transitions into high levels of distortion and frame tearing. Forensic analysis notes nonlinear timestamp, drift exceeding 90 minutes unaccounted for. During playback, analysts reported mild disorientation and nausea. Frequency scan identified consistent sub-20 Hz tone throughout final 30 minutes. The feed ends abruptly, followed by 6.7 seconds of blank video. Then a single frame showing Mercer's face illuminated by external light source of unknown origin. No background features visible. Lang's bodycam not recovered. His radio was located 200 meters from the cruiser, submerged in mud, battery intact, power switch in off position though charge retained. Internal memory recorded one unsent transmission repeating on loop. ECHO-9 respond. Autopsy search yielded no biological remains. Area sweep conducted over 48 hours found no signs of struggle, no footprints, no shell casings, despite audio record confirming one discharge. Environmental readings at site show elevated electromagnetic interference localized to a 30-meter radius centered on the recovered cruiser. Compass and GPS malfunction replicated during investigation. 2 search drones experienced navigation failure, resulting in both losing signal within the perimeter. One later recovered with corrupted flight logs showing location coordinates repeating -233, -233, -233. Dispatch records reviewed for caller at 233 Long Hollow Road. No such number listed. Property abandoned since 1998 following structural fire. Last registered occupant, Harold Brandt, deceased. 911 system shows incoming call at 2346 from unidentified source routed through repeater tower number 04, which was offline for scheduled maintenance at that time. Audio from the call retrieved. 8 seconds of open channel, then a voice, male, calm, repeating "don't look." Voice analysis inconclusive. Partial spectral match to Officer Mercer. Following review, department declared both officers presumed deceased in line of duty. Case status: unresolved. Media release restricted. Site closed under state jurisdiction. The internal memo from Captain L. Rains, dated October 18th, notes severe psychological effect, reported by technicians reviewing footage, including headaches, panic, and perception of whispered speech near the playback equipment. After 48 hours, access to files suspended. Copies archived under encrypted lock. All subsequent references redacted. 2 weeks later, on October 29th, dispatch center logs show an automated alert at 23:47 hours. Same channel, same ID, ECHO-9. No active units registered under that call sign. The line connected automatically for 12 seconds. Recording attached. Ambient static, distant rain, and faint breathing. Final 3 seconds contain a voice, faint but clear. This is ECHO-9. We're still on site. Transmission cut. Attempts to trace signal failed. Origin triangulated near 233 Long Hollow Road. Area currently under federal investigation. Interim report filed, pending closure. Addendum. On November 2nd, at 23:47 again, the same signal reappeared, repeating identical phrase. Monitoring station notes brief spike in low-frequency resonance across entire network. Transmission ended with short burst of tone matching the body cam interference pattern. As of this writing, no personnel have been authorized to re-enter Long Hollow. The road remains sealed. In the final system log, beneath the archive index, a new entry appeared without user access, E9 acknowledged. Timestamp 23 hours and 47 minutes.